Springfield. It's Dominique with Springfield After Hours, and welcome to the After Hours show. And I'm here with my hosts, Lena, Amy, and we got a new host. This is Mindy. She has joined the team, so we're really excited to have her. And our guest today is Cherry Bomb Burlesque. They're back, and we got a magician that has joined their team for this upcoming show, which is here at Lindbergh's on, which day is that?
Saturday the 19th.
19th. Yeah. And what time will you be going on?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Well, we're going to get back to them here in a little bit, and he's going to do a little trick for us, too, so that's going to be fun. So we're going to talk about what we did last weekend. Starting on Tuesday, we celebrated this chickie's little birthday. Yep. She's 20-something. I'm not going to say. But we went on the premiere Party Coach, and that was so much fun. Mm-hmm. How did you like it?
It was fantastic. Honestly, I've never, this is not working.
So we're going through a tunnel.
Here, switch with Mindy.
We're going through a tunnel, guys. It's fine. There we go. We can share a wire there. No, it was super great. I had never been on a vehicle that was that fancy. They had the rave lights and music that we could turn up really, really loud. We did Motley Crue, a bunch of 80s songs and stripper songs, starting with some Rob Zombie over here. They did put the stripper pole in for us, so that was super fun. We will not post them live, sorry. But we do have a fantastic video of Amy actually knowing what the fuck she's doing and Adam not knowing what the fuck he's doing. But no, it was great. And then they were really nice. Let us stop by Brown Derby and get some stuff for the bus. And then we went to, where do we go? Hepcat. We went to the Hepcat when the jazz stopped, but it was still really fun. Which is probably why we're doing the Sex and the City theme today, because I love New York elite kind of stuff. So went there, and then our driver actually had the inn on a secret underground speakeasy. And I did post the poker photos on my personal Instagram today, so that was really fun.
I love that little place because you walk in there and you expect to see the Rat Pack. Mm-hmm. It's just that feel. It's pretty amazing. Yep. Let's see, and then on Friday we went to Trash Angels reunion. How was that? I know you guys went.
It was packed. Oh my god, and it was super good. And they did mainly originals. Mm-hmm. And then they did they did a really cool thing on Facebook. They requested people that have seen them 10 years ago, let us know what covers you want us to do, and then that's kind of how they ended their first set. So it was really fun.
Yeah, they were on the show last Tuesday, and man, they rocked the stage. That was awesome. I really liked that. That was the only thing we did on Saturday. Friday. Saturday, we went to Crazy Hats, the grand opening of Crazy Hats, which is at our old location where we used to film at Fusion, so on North Campbell, just down the street from here at Lindbergh's. So you want to check that out. They have pool tables and
they have a menu now. They have this really great apple pie shot.
Apple pie shot?
Yeah, the owner guy gave me one. It was delicious.
Yeah, they gave us one when we got there, and they said that if you've never been to Crazy Hats, your first one is free.
Oh, good to know. Now I need to, I'm going to check that out.
They said that they're going to start up karaoke and pool tournaments.
Pool tournaments. Hear that? I know a lot of pool people in town. Now they're gonna love that. Let's see. And then you went to the you went to the Pride Fest beforehand. I'm assuming because that was during the day. We don't normally do things during the day, but I know it was really packed. I didn't get to make it, but I know living downtown, I had to find alternate ways to get out of downtown because it was pretty packed when I left. So, and you guys, how did you guys like it?
I loved it, but of course anyone that knows me knows that's what I support very, very much. And it was just really cool to see everyone come together and doing art and music and vendors and of course, not to put anything negative out there, but of course the protesters were behind the fence, and it was really cool to see the rest of us on the other side of the fence and instead of saying anything negative back, just going around and hugging each other. It was beautiful.
Oh, Wow. Did you guys end up making it?
I didn't end up making it, but I saw a bunch of my friends posting on Instagram about it, and just like you can really just see the difference between the love and the hate, and it's one of those things too. Like I won't get on a soapbox here because I could, but it's just one of those things about every person that I know in the Pride community. We support each other. Mm-hmm. We love each other, and when you have the sole base of things like hate, it's just like, why? Like, why would you even, how can you hate someone so much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad. You just want to love.
Yes.
And you finished your night at the Mix for their Pride event. Mm-hmm. They had a drag show. What was the name of their event? That was
Hey Girl
cool.
Pride.
Yeah, Hey Girl Pride. Man, it was... I watched all the videos, and you guys look like you had a lot of fun. So let's get back to you guys. You have a show, like you were saying, coming up, and it's themed.
Yes, it is Halloween themed. The title of the show is 100% That Witch. So it's going to be a great spooky time. We're also having a costume contest, and I have notes on the prizes because I'm terrible and I can't remember anything. So the first place winner gets a $20 Lindbergh's gift card. Second place gets a $10 Alamo Draft House gift card. And the third place winner gets one pair of pasties. So make sure if you come out to the show that you're in costume so we can all kind of have a good spooktacular time together.
So what kind of music are you going to be dancing to this time?
Oh, good grief.
It's always a variety.
Yeah, so the thing about Cherry Bombs is we're neo-burlesque. So it's really up to every performer to interpret the theme their own way. Mm-hmm. So, like, I do a routine, this is spoiler, but like nothing can spoil this. I do a routine where I peel my skin off every Halloween.
Yes.
I'm also singing this show. We have another performer that is very comical.
Yes.
So she has a very comical approach to Halloween, which is really fun. So it's a good mix of like spooky, sexy, and just hilarious because we all have such different personalities. So it's everything from like Stevie Wonder to the Eagles to Billie Eilish, and then some screamos in there too somewhere.
Yeah. Some Ice Nine Kills. Hey, listen, I can't help it. And then we also, for Halloween, this is our second year, bringing in sideshow acts, which is why Roman Black is here with us. So we're going to be bringing in some sideshow variety, and I will let you talk about that.
Oh, that's not a good idea. Hi, I'm Roman Black. So I've been doing sideshow and magic for probably about 3-4 years now. And for most people that don't know what that is, I don't know if you guys do or not, but it's things that don't make you comfortable. But it's really fun to watch. I mean, you're going to watch through your fingers, but you're probably going to spread them just a little bit. And that's kind of the gist of what I do. And as you see, there's a big old bear trap right there. So I don't know if we want to do that now or if we can get into that here in a little bit. Okay, yeah, so there's that. It's spooky
Roman's
dooky
the bear.
stuff. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said spoiler, that's a bear trap.
That
and
is a bear
Roman's
trap.
the bear.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been doing magic?
Oh, probably about 3 or 4 years now, yes.
Wow.
His brand of magic is really more like, watch me do this thing you don't want to see a person do.
That's where the peeking through the fingers comes into
Yeah.
play there, yeah. So
It's very much like he'll get a
usually,
new trick.
yeah.
He'll get a new trick, and we're all friends in real life too. We're not just pretending. He'll get a new trick, and it's always like, "Hey, do you want to play a game?" No. And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Okay, let's play a game." And I'm like, "But no." And then we do it anyway, and I like don't always regret it, but there's always a part of me that like could have used the brain space I used to store that memory for something else.
Oh my goodness.
Well, and my whole thing is I really like audience participation. So I really like to frame things as games or things that involve the other people because, you can go and watch a show, but unless you're involved in it in some way, you don't really have something to take home, and that's where I come into play. My life goal is to just have the most terrifying game show on earth, where your prize is you probably live without therapy. Yeah.
Pee yourself just a little.
Or you just pee yourself a little bit, not like the full thing. Yeah, it's a bad deal.
Well, we'll get to your magic trick as soon as the ladies have any questions for you.
I was going to ask, are you doing, because I've probably known you the length of time that you've been doing sideshow acts. I don't know if you remember when we met, but Are you doing multiple acts in this? Because I'm used to you putting needles through your skin, so.
There is something similar happening, yes.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be doing 2. One, again, is a very fun game. And then the other one, someone's going to win a prize. And then there is going to be some stabbing and blood and, the good stuff.
What do you do on Halloween?
Yeah, what you do on Halloween, like regular people. I really love Halloween because it's the one holiday you can just scare the ever-loving shit out of people and not be called a sociopath. Because I have like 363 days out of the year where that is the case.
Right. What is that meme on Facebook? It says, it's finally fall. I want to drink hot cocoa, go on walks in the cornfields, and bury a dead body. Fall shit or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember
fine.
the exact wording,
And
but it's like
pumpkin
something like
spice
that.
at Starbucks, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's normal stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You got it?
So you said that you have audience participation. Like, what might that? Are they coming up on stage? What's going on? They're going in the bear trap.
Do you need help tonight?
Like you're putting them in the bear trap.
I mean, if one of y'all wants to help, you look thoroughly afraid. So yeah, we can do that.
My face.
So usually it's always very safe for the audience. There's never any danger to them because I don't want to be culpable for that, and I also don't want them to be culpable for anything that happens to me. So I think that's the biggest burden that you can possibly put on somebody. But if someone happens to pull a big old needle out of my face, or if someone well, we'll hold on to that one.
My favorite explanation of audience participation is just Roman going, "Okay, hold out your hands." Like that's basically what
there's a lot
is
of that.
It's a lot of like.
You're like, am I going to get that back?
Well, and sometimes participation is very difficult because you have to force them up here because once they see the first act, they're never going to come up on their own. And just because they're not looking at me doesn't mean I'm not going to pick them. And that's the biggest secret there is.
Those are the ones you want. The ones who are
They're like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the ones that will peach so well.
Last time Dominique saw a show, she lost her arm.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I chose not to be, assistant anymore.
That's
They
fine.
never reappeared.
That's the worst magic trick
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. It was not.
Can't finish the return.
No. You have any other questions for him? Or okay.
Oh, there you go. So you guys said you all love Halloween. What are you guys going to be for Halloween this year?
Oh boy.
tired.
We were actually just talking about that last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After rehearsals, we were talking about what kind of trio we could be. We were watching the movie 31. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. There's a couple characters from there that we were like, we could totally do that. And then it was like, no, well, maybe not.
Well, my Halloween costumes when I do Halloween, because October for a performer is a very rough, busy month because like we help out at the Alamo, the two of us occasionally with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Shadowcast, and then we do stuff like this, which is very involved. But I told the story last time, but I actually got to join the Cherry Bombs because I won the costume contest. I do a lot of punny costumes, and so my costume that year was Edgar Allan Poe. So I won the costume contest and ended up like getting to join the Cherry Bombs through that. That's how I got to know them. But I don't know if we did talk about doing Star Wars.
We did talk about Star Wars.
So there was going to be like a Boba Fetish and a Jar Jar Kinks and, that kind of stuff. But we also tried to convince Roman to do the Powerpuff Girls with us. But he said no.
You could be Mojo Jojo.
I'm probably just gonna be. Well, I did Louise from Bob's Burgers a few years ago. So.
I love Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about.
I think
Yeah,
we
so.
decided honestly on Sunny, Sharon, Chaz.
Oh, you need
Oh,
the
yeah.
mic.
Yes.
You need the mic.
I was saying I think we decided on Sunny, Sharon, Chaz because
And
it fits.
And we're just going to go around to different karaoke bars.
Yes, all night.
And I'm Cher, and she's Sunny, and he's Chaz. And
Right.
so we're going to sing I Got You, Babe, and he's
Yeah.
going to stand awkwardly in the background.
We could also sing Turn Back Time and just,
Unfortunately or fortunately, I do a really good Cher impression, and I just want to put it to use for one night.
I also.
Yeah, let's
You
hear
wanna
it.
hear it?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's hear
hang
it.
on. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. There you go. So, catch us possibly at Halloween at an undisclosed karaoke bar in costume.
Karaoke bars.
All of them.
For the past few Halloweens, honestly, I like just scaring the ever-loving shit out of people. So last year I did Pennywise. I have a huge, Stephen King problem.
That
It's not a
especially
problem.
scares me.
Right,
The
she
problem,
hates-
because we live together.
Yeah.
This one hates clowns, too.
Yes. And Pennywise is arguably the worst clown because
no,
he will
that's the
appear
one.
because he appears as your worst fear, every single person. So yeah, it's ultimately the scariest. When I've done that routine twice now. For the literature show, and I always put my full face on, and she doesn't usually get scared until I put the contacts in. The contacts come in, and then
it's her anymore.
I turn around, and I'm like, okay, before I turn around, you need to know I have the contacts in, and she's like, okay, I'm braced.
Because the first time I saw it, I literally ran in the other direction.
Yeah,
she walked around the corner, and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
That is great. Well, let's get to your routine. I want to see it. Do we need to step off?
Would you like to be the mic stand?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Or we'll step away.
Do you have the little one?
Sit here for a moment.
Okay.
He has a tiny trap, too.
Thanks. So this is what's called a rabbit trap. Now I'll go ahead and just make this relatively brief for you. I grew up in the country, and part of living out there is you have to get your own food. And in the winter, not so much these days, thank you global warming, it used to snow a lot. And going out there, you might freeze your feet off. Nobody wants that. So you would trap your food would come to you. Now, I was always a big fan of these guys here because they're real fun because they stick like that. So now this one doesn't hurt. This is for rabbits. Now, the goal of a trap is to break the bone and then grip the meat in between. And that's kind of where this comes into play. As you see, these jaws, they close, they bite, and you're done. You're not going anywhere. But I was doing a show with one of these one day, and I walked in, and the lady saw this one in particular. This is why this is my favorite one. She says, "That's too small." And if I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I would have quite a few nickels. And really, it got me thinking, you need to go bigger sometimes. She was a size queen. I can't say I blame her. So I decided to go bigger. And that's why I have this bear trap here. But I also wanted to show her, the same lady, what you could do with something small. Because sometimes it's not the size of the trap, it's, what you do with it.
The snap of the trap.
It is the snap of the trap. Now I'm going to go ahead and hand this because I need as much freedom of movement as I can get. And this is where all the ladies cheer. Yay!
That's kind of what we do during our shows.
A whole 500 pounds of man. All right, so this is going to go right here on that trap.
You want me to hold that mic for you?
Yeah, because I'm not really feeling like losing a hand today. There we go.
I don't advise it.
Me neither. You drove.
Don't worry. If there's any blood, it won't get on you.
All right. So the hardest part of this is getting the trap on there and not having it bite. You see, because you got to have very, very special placement of this. And if you don't get that, well, ask the bear how it goes. So here's the deal. And this is where it gets fun. Are you ladies nervous about this at all? You look fairly uncomfortable. That's kind of the goal of this, like I said, peeking between the fingers. I'm going to need you to count. You can count, right? How high can you count? I know. Some days it's real hard. Party bus? That's the thing. And we're going to get this out of here together. You and me. This is a bonding experience.
I would not depend on me.
We go way back. We go a whole 15, 20 minutes back.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Okay, so on the count of... Yep, we're going to go ahead and get this out. So count down for me.
Oh, wait, do I go up or down?
Oh, let's go down.
That's what she said.
There it is. That's the ticket.
Always
All right.
go down.
All right, 20, 19.
Oh, come on.
I don't want you to lose a hand.
Come on.
He's
Wait,
got
let's do
another
5.
one.
You want me to do 5?
Yeah, let's do 5. Yeah, let's do
Yeah, you only need one.
Preferably the right one.
Preferably. Yes, yes.
All right, 5, 4.
Okay, let's try that one more time.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got it out, though. There it is.
Escapes with both hands.
Now, do you want to try? Do you want to try?
No thanks.
No, okay, I'll catch you.
Next time.
I'll catch you
Next
after.
time.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. So there's that.
Wow.
Can you teach me how to use that to trap a man?
Oh, there's no trapping a man for you.
Wow,
Right,
that was terrifying. I mean, I don't advise ever losing a hand. It's just
No, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. But that was pretty cool.
There's a little bit of anxiety there, but that's fine. I got a
can-
prescription for that.
They have medication for. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Anticipation.
Come to the show on Saturday and get more anxiety to tell your therapist
And there's
about.
gonna be.
And see if he loses a limb.
That's right. There's a lot of anticipation.
We totally missed the cue.
We say it.
We can go back and do it again. Anticipation. Okay, there we go.
Okay, well, now I like to do the questions for conversation starters at the bar. What piece of advice would you give your 16-year-old you? Anybody can answer.
This is terrible. I have a terrible sense of humor, but I would be like, save your money for therapy.
Oh boy, why me? Are you saying something? I would probably just say to my 16-year-old self that be yourself and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks about you, because that really didn't happen for me until I was like 20, and then while I was still young, I looked back at those 4 or 5 years and I was like, man, I really could have been like striving and being who I wanted to be instead of being somebody else that everybody else wanted me to be, or that I like seemed to care that what everybody thought, and I wasn't focused on being me. So yeah, that's probably what I would say.
Yeah, mine would be something similar, just like, this is not forever. You're going to make it through high school. It'll be fine.
That's fine.
Stop crying over whatever this guy's name is. You won't even remember his name in
like,
10 years.
It gets better.
It gets better. Hold on.
Boobs are coming.
Okay. You got one?
I was like, I have one, but it's not appropriate.
Because everything else we've said is.
No, it's personally, I don't want to throw my mother under the bus.
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay, well, second question. What habit would you most like to start?
No.
Start or stop. Got a few of those.
Well,
that I should.
let's start right now.
Okay.
I'd like to get up earlier and like consistently earlier. Because I'm really good at telling myself I'm going to get up earlier. And then like, I don't. And that's a problem.
Why do you want to get up earlier?
So I work 45 minutes away. And I would really like to not
Be late?
be late. No, I'm really good at being on time. I'm just not really good at getting coffee before work or like being actually awake. And I'd like to be able to get up in the morning and like make coffee and be a human before I get to work instead of trying to become a human while I'm already there.
Like to not feel rushed. Like
Yeah.
your day then just feels rushed from the end. No, I
Yeah.
totally get that. 'Cause I have to get up early
Automatic
every day.
coffee maker is the best.
Yeah.
Set it beforehand, because I'm not a morning person. Make sure to set it
I don't know
beforehand.
if it's a habit. I
They're
just
just-
wish I was a morning
I was about to
person.
say it's the people that get up and like have breakfast and then like go running or whatever, because people do that.
I've heard.
Just like you just having the time. I still get up like an hour or so before I have to go to work, but I don't usually make breakfast or do anything great
I'm
for
just
myself.
awake.
Yeah, I'm just kind of existing.
What about you guys?
Probably eating salads instead of McDonald's.
Yeah, mine's definitely eating better. I used to have that habit and I did really, really well, and then
Life happens.
life happens. Yeah. We haven't heard from you.
Salad.
Salad.
What's a habit? Salad.
Salad.
I think I'm going to start with something really low. Just drink more water.
Yes.
Yeah.
My body is like, water. And I'm like,
Iced
Monster?
coffee?
Did you
There's
want
water in
Starbucks?
that.
Yeah. Coffee's made with water.
Green
You're
tea is
fine.
water, right?
I would say the habit of self-care, because I feel like I'm just always go, go, go. Like, what do I have to do next? What do I have to do next? My life is like to-do lists and deadlines and everything. And sometimes I just don't take a moment to like breathe.
Right.
And just be like, and like enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I started meditating about a year ago, and it changed my life. One reason for getting to sleep. I have the hardest time, which is a common female struggle, turning off my brain and actually falling asleep. And so you start that meditation, and then it's just that, like 10 or 15 minutes to yourself is excellent.
So what habit would you like to break?
Smoking.
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 Same.
That, and I have a tendency to get so busy that I just don't eat, and then I eat like 1,800 calories in one meal, and I feel like a trash can. So I would like to get into the habit of like having actual meals in a timely manner and not getting home at night after work and being like, oh shit, food is a thing.
Tortilla and cheese.
I should give it to my body. Taco Bell?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's so hard to eat an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an apple.
Yeah,
It'd be
and
better
they're
than
really
Taco Bell.
Okay, so one of those things that like sometimes I forget how good a food is, like a healthy food. And the other day I had yogurt, and every time I have yogurt, I'm always like, this is really good. I should eat more yogurt. And then I don't.
Right.
Because I forgot it was good. Like,
Or you'll buy it and it just sits in your
in
refrigerator.
the back of the fridge.
Yeah, and then it goes bad. And you're like, damn it. You know, this was
I had
good.
good intentions at the grocery store.
You got any habits you want to break, guys? You're perfect. Just perfect. There's no habits.
No.
Ah,
I don't
well.
have the easy one of like smoking.
Shitty relationships.
Preach!
Well, yeah, that's
Yes,
all for
girl.
all of us.
Maybe forgetting to take my makeup off so my face will stop breaking out. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
That's a big one.
that is a thing.
Also for room.
That habit happened for me after I started getting my makeup done for shows. One of my best friends does my makeup every show, slays my face, it's great. But then she will immediately text me and she's like, did you take your face off? And I'm like, yes, mother, I did. So that habit got broken for me, but yeah, it's a pretty terrible one. I understand that.
Well, I want to thank you for being on the show again.
Thank you.
And thank you for your first time and showing us your trick and not losing a limb. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saturday is yet to happen.
Yes, yes. So come out Saturday to their show, to the Cherry Bomb Burlesque show, and the name of it again?
100% That Witch.
Ah, yes, 10 o'clock here, Saturday, and watch him not lose a limb.
Maybe.
Maybe.
From all of us at Springfield After Hours, we'll see you later.